Now this table came into the workshop to be refurbished. What it is a modern version of a Jacobean style table, which would originally have had the bulbous legs. It's also dates from the Elizabethan period in the 16th century. So this is a modern take on it, of course. It's probably mid to late 20th century. But it still has a solid oak construction, very, very bulbous legs, which gives it away. So you'll see here that there's brackets on it to aid for detail. There's a bracket missing from the far side. The tops on the original tables would have had long plank construction, so there'd been solid boards running the length. In this case here we have a modern version which is an extendable little jobby, so this guy should sit in there like that. We have the other extendable one here. Don't need to take it all out, but that's it there. So this central piece was used quite a lot, the wings not so often, as you can see from the condition that they're in. So this modern version is made from solid oak frame, and it's framed, the inset here is a plywood inset with white oak veneer. So the construction of these, very robust, very strong, and it's just a bulbous type construction. So the top lifts off on these, so you'll see from this, if I tilt it, that it's quite worn on top. So we'll address that and bring it back to what it should have been, what it was originally. So that's the top of it. So if I just stand that down here, out of the way. So we have the central, or the pull-out, they're the pull-out extensions. We leave them here. So the pull-out extensions, just to show also, we just need a little bit of TLC here. The screw mechanism, or the screw holding is gone loose, so we'll address that to stop any lateral movement. Same thing with this one, just pulls out. And now we can see the table for what it is. So these are big bulbous legs on it here, big construction. So the top here reveals that we've got to structurally bang it apart because the joints are gone loose. So when joints go loose like this, putting screws or any sort of mechanical fixing into it won't stop this particular flexing of the table. So what has to happen here is we take it apart, we take the bottom section off, take off all the loose sections, we scrape the joints, clean them, take off the old glue. Normally the old glue in these was animal glue, so we replace it with a modern PVA glue to stop the rock that's in it like this. So that's the task we have at hand. Once we have it, the joints cleaned up and back together again, we give the whole thing a thorough clean. It'll then be, we'll put the wood dye back on it again, just touch up any part that isn't up to scratch, or to pardon the pun, and then we'll apply 2 to 3, probably 3 coats of polish on this. So I put a very durable polish on it so that it'll take the wear and tear of the modern world today. So that's the little refurb we've got to do. So my first task is to actually strip that down, take it apart, and do the necessary. I'm missing a bracket down here. There's a bracket here. These are all the same. So I'm missing one at this point here. So the client, I'll have to make up a new one. The client doesn't have it. So I make up a new bracket in white oak. So a table that's worth doing, worth bringing back to life. So just needs a bit of TLC and it'll be good for the next 50 to 100 years hopefully. So that's it. We'll bang it apart and we'll show you the next phase then.